Welcome to the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series Season 4, Round 22 at a new track, Piggzcreek. On the pole will be Gino Harvey in the 42, and alongside him is going to be Christian Janes. Third, Stephen Dillon. Fourth, Dion Petty, and rounding out your top five is going to be John Dawson. Sixth, Chris Summers. Seventh, Alex Filter. Eighth, Mitch Speed. Ninth, Joseph Bryan. Rounding out your top 10, Danny Wells. And now here's the rest of the starting lineup. Excuse me. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 38th, 39th, 40th, 41st, and 42nd. And all Penske, last row. Alright then, as the cars will roll off, here we go. 18 laps at Piggzcreek Super Speedway. Getting ready for what will be probably the biggest wild card in the rest of the season. Because next week we're off to Lucas Oil for round 23, then Phoenix for round 24, and to round up the season is going to be Daytona. Championship battle coming into this race. Courtney Simpson will be the point leader. She has an incredible lead over the second, over the group that can still take the championship. I would consider anybody within one race still realistically in this championship. I'm just saying that would be a pretty big mistake for Simpson, for these guys to take that from her. She'll be the first ever female driver to win a championship if she can take it. And as we come out of the final corner, there's a flyby. Getting set for the green flag. Here we go. Gino Harvey and Christian Janes side by side lead them down to the green flag. We are racing at Piggzcreek. We went to Pigg's Cliff earlier this year, but this is Piggzcreek. And they just crossed the finish line there, but we had already gone green just a bit before that. This is just going to be incredible for the championship. There's going to be a big one. Kind of like Zenjoltas. There's not going to be a big one. There's going to be a huge one. Or gigantic, whichever you want to go with. But either way, we're going to have a massive wreck. And you can tell right now, they're jamming them in here 3-4. Eventually, they're going to go 5 wide. And you can bet money on that. Oh boy. Definitely squeezing them in here. 260 miles an hour. They're fanning out 5-6 wide. They're not going to make it. 264 I saw. Here they come. Wow. The speed that these cars can carry is just incredible. 267. Oh, geez, Greg Jones and Chris Summers leaning on each other. 269 I saw. Wow. 268, and he's the last driver in the field. That's Evan Earnhardt. Wow. This track is just amazing. Oh, Gino. No, that's not Gino. That's Greg. Greg and Chris Summers. Greg Jones, Chris Summers leaning on each other. You got to watch out for the championship leader here, Courtney Simpson. Threads the needle with drafting help from her teammate, Jacob Cook. Now they go 4 wide right in front of her. Coming off the final corner. And oh, there's trouble. Jacob Cook goes around Alex Filter, Carter Keselowski. Many cars around. Oh, jeez. Carter Keselowski. The 2 Evernham cars. I see Henley. Greg Jones is in this. Oh my goodness, what happened to Carter Keselowski? We saw him go around and we heard a pretty big bang, but that car just ricocheted. Oh, Matthew McMurray's involved. Yeah, Simpson, this is definitely looking to be her championship now. But wow, that was incredible. What just happened? Alright then, here it is. So you see all the cars flying off this corner here. And then watch this. Oh, the wreck's already happening. Whoops, we missed it. And oh geez, Carter. Oh man. Carter Keselowski has taken the hardest hit. We don't even have to look at the numbers. Oh my gosh. He T-boned that pit wall at 220 plus miles an hour. That's incredible. Alright, then here it is again. So right here, John Dawson and Alex Filter make contact, and that's going to cause the big wreck. But watch this number 7, Carter Keselowski. I mean, this is probably the worst hit you will ever see in a stock car. Jane's got very lucky. I mean, he's coming up on it at over, oh man, that's 187 miles an hour. Oh, that car just went for a wild ride, and that looked very painful there for the number 7. Alright, one last look at it. John Dawson gets into Filter, who hits Janes Smith. Andrew Waltrip goes around. Kurt Keselowski gets clipped. But the luckiest driver there is Courtney Simpson. She got through it, and that pretty much won her the championship. If she wins the championship, this is probably the race to thank, because, I mean, Filter, all those guys. Greg Jones, Matthew McMurray got damaged. Schwartz. He is her biggest championship threat, and he got through that, and he's actually ahead of her. So if somebody's going to take the championship from Simpson, it is going to be Schwartz, as far as we can. At least that's our prediction, that it's going to be one of those two is more than likely going to be what happens here. But let's go back to the green. I think we're relatively close to going back green. So Jack Richards, Ziggy Bain, Seth Cole, CJ, Garrett, Timmy, Lewis, John Dillon, Schwartz, and Austin Anderson will be your top 10. And where's Simpson? Courtney Simpson, where is she? 12th, alright. How many cars are left in this race after that massive wreck? 35, actually, quite a bit of cars remain in this race, and I'm just trying to figure out where we are on this racetrack right now. I think we're coming pretty close to the green flag. So championship picture looks to be Courtney Simpson and Andrew Schwartz being the main two. Yeah, we're actually going to the green here in a matter of a few seconds. Alright, coming up onto the straightaway, and we are back green. Whoa, Schwartz made an aggressive move immediately on that restart. Schwartz just jumped outside, but he's going to lose momentum, allowing Austin Anderson to go around him on the inside. Now, Austin, we've been talking about how him and Courtney Simpson have been the two championship guys or drivers going at it. That's not the case anymore. Austin Anderson has actually fallen outside one race. I mean, he needs to pick up the pace if he's going to take this championship, and he's got to make something happen very quickly. And that's the battle for the championship. I know we're talking like it's the last race, but we're approaching the last race, and Simpson passes Schwartz. That's going to help her out. And Garrett Jones there, I would say he needs to win this race, but if he can take second, that'd be solid enough. Even 4th place that he's running right now, I'm not even sure that'd be good enough. He's trying to catch back up here in this championship battle. He's still going to be mathematically in, I would almost say, until maybe two races to go. Maybe after Phoenix he'd get eliminated from the championship if he doesn't pick it up. And that's 4 wide right there, and Courtney Simpson's right in the middle of it. If she wrecks and it's a bad wreck, there's still enough cars in this race where it could really hurt her in the standings. But lucky for her at the same time, that'd be very unlucky, but at the same time, there's so many cars out of this race. Or there's so many championship drivers out of this race where it wouldn't kill her in the standings. But she is really flirting with a crash right here. Coming off the final corner. Oh boy. That is a little bit too close for comfort. If I was Courtney Simpson, Austin Anderson gives her a bump. That could have been disaster. You saw Kurt Keselowski swerve down low, along with Galligan. Not sure if they might have made some contact and just got a little bit loose or what, but Lewis Gordon, a driver that is mathematically done in this championship, is leading the race. He can go for broke all he wants. He has nothing to lose. It's Courtney Simpson drafting with Charles Jackson, her teammate, into the inside. Michael Harvey going for the lead. Michael coming in to take the lead as we see Galligan and Austin Anderson leaning on each other. Oh, they pinched each other there. Oh boy. Here's baby CJ. He is deep in the standings this season. He almost won the championship a year ago. There's no way he can take it this year. I think he actually is mathematically done. So unfortunately for him, his season's going to come to an end early. As here comes Schwartz, a championship contender, trying to run back up on Courtney Simpson and make the pass. Every point counts. We've seen these championship battles be so close in the past. And Garrett Jones and Galligan leaning on each other. Last season's champion, Galligan. Wow. That entire inside line just went for it. As that time by CJ led it. Harvey and... Oh, never mind. We weren't at the line yet. Yeah, CJ led it. Gino, Harvey, John Worry, your top three. This is really starting to pick up with 8 laps to go. 8 to go at Piggzcreek, the inaugural race at this massive super speedway. Wow, look at that. Seth Cole and Michael Harvey, 2 drivers that are mathematically done. They're going for it. If we get a caution right now, it'd be a good maybe 3-lap dash. No, never mind. It'd probably be like a 4-lap dash, maybe 3. Either way, it'd be a nice little shootout to finish off this race. And uh-oh, Simpson stuck on the high side. 5 wide. 6 wide. That could end in tears. Oh boy, oh boy, oh jeez. Oh man, that could have really gotten bad. Wow, 267 miles an hour coming to the line that time around. Oh boy. Jeez, look at that. 5 wide, 4 wide, 3 wide, 6 wide. These guys are just going for it. Simpson has faded to the tail end of the field. She's slipping back a bit. Now if we have a crash, it's really gonna hurt her. She's getting a lot of momentum on the outside line with Alex Dawson. And oh, he leaves her out to dry. That could be critical. If Simpson loses the draft, it could really hurt her. Now Ziggy Bain, a championship contender, goes to the point. Wow. Like I've mentioned a few times, the speeds of this track are absolutely incredible. And John Dillon jumps inside for the lead, trying to get his 3rd win on the season. Gets low and he's going to make the pass. Wow, are we only going to have 1 wreck in this race? And oh, look at that. Simpson, she needs to get back into the draft. She's the fastest car right now, 270 miles an hour. I think that's a new speed record in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. 270 miles an hour Simpson just went. As Danny Wells goes to the lead. Yeah, but if Simpson loses the draft, that's going to absolutely kill her in her championship. And Seth Cole dives down low with her, and that's going to help her out. As Austin Anderson, he's peeking his nose in there, trying to get back into the championship hunt. Garrett Jones, he was 11th in the standings just 2 races ago, but now he has faded in the standings back to about 20th position. Trying to rebound and win this race He hasn't won since last season at Pocono. There he goes. He looks inside, but it's way too early to be calling this. And oh wow, look at that. Courtney Simpson has gotten back into the draft, and she's starting to pass some cars. Side by side with Alex Dawson, the driver that let her out to dry. Jeez. Look at that. Garrett Jones to the lead. But you just have to be going all out at this track, because if there's a wreck right now, it's over. Wow, was that Schwartz? That is Andrew Schwartz in the 10 Valvoline car. He has come all the way to 3rd position from 16th. He is coming. Oh, he was 4th that lap. He was 4 times better that lap than he was the lap before. It's in the running order. Oh, Simpson flirting with getting wrecked there, but she's able to keep it going. Uh-oh. Charles Jackson and Galligan leaning on each other. If they wreck, it's over. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's getting close. Pacioli and John Dillon were really getting a little bit too close. Who's gonna win this race? Garrett Jones has fallen to the high side of the racetrack. Wow. That entire outside line just died. Garrett Jones went from 1st all the way back to 15th in 1 lap. That's disaster for him. And whoa! Simpson has fought her way back to the front, and last car, that's gonna stack him up. Connor Breeden, what is he doing? He's stacking up this whole field behind. Slowing down Gino Harvey. Harvey has to look outside. Now he looks down low again. Breeden, what is he doing? He's 35 miles an hour off the pace, and he's just, oh my, what is he doing? He has just taken out half the field in their hopes of winning this race. That's just incredible. Why would you do that? As this time by, 2 laps remaining at Piggzcreek. Courtney Simpson looks to be a guaranteed top 10 finish. Maybe even a top 5. Maybe a win, who knows? Wow. Connor Breeden, what was he thinking? He just slowed them all down, and now a 270-mile-an-hour car. That's Gino Harvey. 271, we have a new speed record in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series, but he's not done. 272 going off into the corner. 272 miles an hour, a new fastest speed in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. As now the field is caught back up. This time by, we face the white flag. Danny Wells, side by side with Michael Harvey. This will be the last lap. Here we go. White flag is in the air at Piggzcreek. Who's going to win it? Michael Harvey, Danny Wells. Here comes Courtney Simpson. Her teammate looks low. Simpson doesn't put the block on him. If she can get some drafting help, she could very well take her 2nd win of the year. As now she goes 4 wide. Trying to get some drafting assistance. She's into 2nd position. Michael Harvey, the leader, as we come through the final corners. Here comes Justin Perry on the inside of the racetrack. He has help from Galligan. Coming off the final corner, this is where it's all gonna happen. Cars fanning out. 3, 4, 5 wide. Coming down to take the checkered flag. Justin Perry leads them. And coming to the checker, Justin Perry wins his 1st career race at Piggzcreek. And Courtney Simpson, where did she finish? 8th. Wow, that's actually a lot better than we thought, because she was really getting left out to dry. And now where did Schwartz finish? He finished 10th, so Simpson picks up 2 more championship points. As now we have 1 race less for this championship, and Justin Perry is going to go to victory lane. It's a possibility that Justin could win this championship, but I'm telling you right now that it'd be a very hard task, because Julie Stewart, Greg Jones, and Kyle Smith, they come across the line 32nd, 33rd, and 34th. So, pretty rough days for them. So, wow, what a race. The inaugural race, only one caution, surprisingly, but it took out quite a few cars, and Carter Keselowski just went for just a completely wild ride. So, as the cars are done with this race, let's see the results. Alright then, here are the finishing results for Piggzcreek. Justin Perry, Michael Harvey, Sean Galligan, Charles Jackson, Lewis Gordon, the top 5, Austin Anderson, Gino Harvey, Courtney Simpson, Alex Dawson, Andrew Schwartz will be your top 10 for this finishing order. And that's the bottom part. Carter Keselowski took the record for the hardest hit in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. Gino Harvey took the speed record, 272 miles an hour. Wow, it was just an incredible race today. Most amount of cars finishing within 1/100th of a second. We set many new records. We're definitely coming back here next season with the COT cars. So, wow, what a finish and what a race just overall. So Justin Perry will take the win, and here's the celebration screen. Oh, I guess there isn't a celebration screen here. Alright, so long.